Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. What is happening? People, super excited to be with the Friday Focus live here on Facebook. Super pumped up. Happy Friday. Man, I hope you all are having a great week. I hope you're finishing it out strong. And I hope, what's up, Dr. Brandt? I hope you guys are just ready for an incredible day, incredible weekend. So lots and lots of really good stuff. I see you too. Dr. Brandt, by the way, had the sweetest jacket. We were at a chamber event last night. He had the sweetest jacket I've ever seen. It was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation jacket, like the whole deal. It was amazing. And he had the socks to go with it. It was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. So I've never seen Clark Griswold socks. But man, it was incredible. So if you're going to like holiday parties, man, you should figure out how to dress it up. I've got a great ugly sweater that Teresa just bought me the other day that I am super pumped about, and I will reveal it at some point. And the shoes, and the white shoes. Yeah, that's good stuff. So anyway, what's up, Jessica, Colleen, Allison? How are you? Happy Friday. Super pumped to be here. So, man, this week has just kind of flown by. We've had a ton of stuff that's going on. We got a bunch of like basketball and stuff happening this weekend. What's up, Corinne? Jake Harp. So just super pumped about all the stuff that's going on. Our kids are going like 7 different ways, so we're trying to figure that out. But regardless of that, everything's good, and so we're pumped up about what is happening. Hey, Mark. So a couple things. We are going to, today, super excited, Jake Hope. So I got a free packet of Spark that I'm giving out. These sticks, dude, these things are incredible. So you can put these in your purse, you can put them in your backpack, you can put them in your car, wherever. So if you need some energy, Aftercare Spark, super pumped about that. We love this stuff. So if you hashtag movement, if you share the video, if this brings you value and you share it with somebody that you love, then you can be entered in to win. We're giving away a packet of Spark today. Super pumped about that. So great stuff. Today, I'm going to focus in on, I think reading is amazing. If you don't spend time reading, then man, you're really, really, really missing out on an opportunity to continue to learn, because I've spent a ton of time this year trying to increase and make sure that I'm reading more books, more articles, more things that are going to bring me value, because overall, if we want to continue to grow, we have to learn new things. Or maybe we need to go back and reread things that we have read before. Sometimes we're so quick to go find a new book or a new thing to take in more information that what we're doing is we're stacking new information on top of other stuff that we haven't mastered. And if we actually spent, Coach Frank Puger talks about this all the time, if we spent more time going back through and either rereading books or rereading or reading books about the same concepts, we can actually glean more value from that than trying to go out and read 17 different books on the same topic, and then you go, oh wait, well this book says to do that, and this book says to do this, and they have the 10 things, and they've got the 5 things, and here's the 7, and these are the 3 essentials, and all that kind of stuff. And you just get bombarded with information. We live in an information-loaded age. So right now, knowledge is not a problem. What actually is a problem for us is mastery. We don't take enough time to learn how to master something so that way we can become the best at it. So we talk about be great today all the time. And the crux behind that is be intentional with your attitude and your actions. If you're intentional with those 2 things, you can change everything about your life, I believe, right? So if you look at what's important and you go through, we talk about, there's 5 things that we look at from an attitude and 5 things that we look at from an action perspective. Because changing an attitude is great, but then we also have to change our actions and what we do. But I'm going to get in. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But what I'm super pumped about is I read this book this week, Think Like a Warrior by Darren Donnelly, The 5 Beliefs That Make You Unstoppable. I actually have a tiny bit left to go in the book, so I don't want to be a liar. So I actually read through it. But there are 5 things. This book is pretty cool. It breaks down the things that are core beliefs, but it's told in a story setting. So it's not just, hey, do this stuff. So it's a really, really, really cool book. So I wanted to go through a couple of these things and just talk about why they're important, how they relate to what we're doing, and how we can help, continue to get our mind right and focused around the things that are important to us. All right, so here they are. The 5 inner beliefs that make you unstoppable. You ready for this? All right, here we go. Number 1, I focus on the things that I have total control over, my effort and my actions. We call it attitude and actions, right? So we are focused on the things that we can control. By focusing on what I can control, my effort and my attitude in the present moment, I will have peace of mind knowing that the results will take care of themselves. I will not lose myself in the past or worry about the future. I will focus on the present. So it's the old proverb, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. If we focus on where we're at, and we take our phone, so we get distracted by this, and it's like, here's this message, and here's this thing, and ding, ding, chime, chime, and then we get distracted. If we actually would take the time and stay present and stay focused on the things that are right in front of us, we would be way better off. We're trying to improve and, whether it's lose weight or something at work or something at home, and if we actually took the time to put our stuff down and focus on the moments that we're in, we would actually find that we're going to have a significant amount more of success in whatever realm we want to have. So making sure that we focus on the things that we can control, our attitude and our actions, be present in whatever moment you are in. That's number 1. Number 2, ready for this? I love what I do, and I attack each day with joy and enthusiasm. Joy and enthusiasm. I'm passionate about what I do for a living. I'm grateful for the talents and interests I have been uniquely blessed with. They lead me to my purpose in life. Man, having purpose in your life is so critical, because if you don't have a purpose, you're going to stray and you're going to go sideways, and the next time some shiny new thing comes into your life, you're going to say, gosh, what was that? Let's go chase this thing. Or maybe this diet would help me better if I did that. Or maybe this thing, this job would be better. Instead of going, first, let's start with, what is my purpose? What was I put here on this earth to do? And if you know that, if you know what you're willing to fight for, if you know what brings you joy, what makes just what gets you excited about life, if you know what that is, then you can start heading down a path of purpose and passion. If not, then we're going to get sidetracked by everything that comes along the way. Hey, you should do this, and hey, you should do that. And there's a whole lot of you shoulds that people give us, but unfortunately while they may be well-intentioned, they pull us off our track. But if we know what our path is, we will stay on it, and you will be able to see a ton of success. So make sure that you stay on track, know what your purpose is, but then let that, knowing what your purpose is, bring you joy in everything that you do. Look, not every day is going to be perfect, right? But we know that we can choose our attitude and our actions. We can choose to be filled with joy, rather than feeling like, every day we just wake up and we're kind of like, we're back and I have to go to work again, and we have to do this grind thing again, and just feel beat up every single day. So make sure that you know your purpose and be filled with joy. What's up, Grant, Tony? How y'all doing? All right, number 3. Ready? Number 3 of the 5 inner beliefs that make you unstoppable. Number 3 is I dream big and I ignore the naysayers. All right, I dream big and I ignore the naysayers. And if you notice, all of these things are written in a way that they have already been done. And if you do that with your goals, what's important to you, then you're going to see significant more success, because you're taking ownership of what's truly important to you, rather than going like, oh man, I want to dream big and I want to ignore the naysayers. That's way different than getting up in the morning and go, you know what? I currently dream big and I will ignore the naysayers. that sets a different tone, and it sets your attitude and your action for the day. Okay, so writing your goals as if they have already been accomplished. I set huge goals, and I fully commit myself to achieving those goals. I ignore those who tell me to be more realistic about my goals. Naysayers represent the voices of fear and cynicism, and I will not listen to them. One of the attitudes that we talk about is to be brave, right? Because it takes courage to get outside of the normal path these days. To go like, well, I should get a real job. I should do this thing. For me, I had a passion for training and exercise science, and that when I was in high school, I actually wrote a bunch of essays when I looked back into my high school box of stuff. And I wrote that I wanted to go into exercise science, and I wanted to be a trainer or something along that line. Well, somewhere along the way, I got lost. Wasn't real mature in my initial college days. So that set me on a different path. But what happened after that is when I got on track to get better, try to put my life in a different trajectory, I actually abandoned the purpose and just said, you know what, here's what I should do. My dad wants me to get a degree. I can go get a business degree, and that would be great. And so I went and got my associates in business administration, and I got got a double bachelor in human resource management and marketing, and that was great, right? So it set me on a good path. I learned a ton from it, went and worked for Wells Fargo and Merck and all that. But I didn't dream big in those moments. I just said, you know what, I'm going to do what I should rather than doing what I'm passionate about. And I remember one of the guys came and spoke to us right before we graduated. And he said, don't chase the money, chase your passion and your purpose. And I thought, that's great, but I'm going to have some student loans that are due here, and I'm going to have to pay rent and all that stuff coming up soon. And so I took this realistic path, and so taking that, there were some voices of fear of going like, I'm not going to be able to accomplish what I initially set out to do, and I better just play it safe, right? So when you do that, you're allowing fear to overrule you. Now that means that if you want to be unrealistic, if you want to start going after goals, if you want to start going after things that are truly important to you, then what you need to do is you need to set a plan. Figure out how to do that. You may not want to just quit the job or leave or do whatever because you may have people that depend on you, right? But you need to make sure that you start to dream big, start to think about what your bigger purpose is, how you're going to achieve that, and start going after it. You don't have to know everything, but you need to start moving towards your goals. What's up, Mike? What's up, Liz? So be brave in what you're choosing to do because you never know where it's going to lead you, all right? And besides, if you wake up and you're going after things that you're not passionate about, then you're going to go back to the purpose thing we talked about earlier, and you're not going to have the purpose and the passion to go out and to create lasting change for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for the people around you. There you go. Mike, fear equals false evidence appearing real. Man, that's some good stuff right there. I like it. I like it, Mike. Thanks for sharing that, man. That's 100% true. So that's number 3 in our 5 Inner Beliefs to Make You Unstoppable here by Darren Donnelly. I am relentless and I will never give up on my dreams. I know that problems will come my way, but I know what it takes to overcome each and every one of them. No matter what obstacle I face today, I will fight my way through them. Nothing can stop me from reaching my chosen destiny. I choose to persevere and never back down from the obstacles that stand between me and my dreams. Simply making this decision to never give up assures me of success in whatever I set out to do. I will never, ever give up on my dreams. I am unstoppable. Okay. We call this be relentless. All right. So when you never give up on your dreams, when you fight through every single thing that comes your way, right, that's part of being relentless. Look, here's the deal. Crap is going to come your way. You're going to get beat up. There are going to be days where you don't feel good about what has happened in your life, right? It could be through your job. It could be through your family. It could be through, whatever. Your health. Those days are going to come. The question is what do you do about it? What do you do with it? 2 weeks ago, I had some just junk going on with the training session and some stuff that happened, and I just felt like garbage. And when I thought through what I needed to do, it's figure out what do you need to do. I chose the next day to get up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back, and I'm going to start doing what I do best, and I'm going to train, and I'm going to push through this even though I don't feel like doing it. So there are days that we need to recover. We need to make sure that we get ourselves right mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. But the other thing is there's an opportunity that if we don't be relentless around the things that are important to us, then we get sidetracked and we start to lose focus on our passion and our purpose. So don't give up on your dreams because bad things are going to happen to you. It's a fact of life. So what do you do with those things? Jocko Willink has a podcast and a video that that we love, and I'll share it out. But it's just a thing that says good. All right, and he goes through and he details. He has a guy in his crew that comes to him and he has a problem, and he does this repetitively. And finally, the guy comes to Jocko, and he's a commander in the Navy SEALs, and he said, "I have a problem, but I know what you're going to say already." And Jocko says, "Good. What? What?" He says, "You're going to say good. Like, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to tell you that we didn't get funded for this mission, and you're going to say good." And he goes, "Okay, so?" He said, "What's good?" And he goes, "Here, out of everything comes good. If you didn't get the job you want, good. You have more time to get better. You didn't get the thing that you want, or you didn't get promoted, like, good. More time to get better." So when you look at all of the things, sometimes the things that look like our biggest obstacles, the thing that looks like it's going to keep us down the most, eventually becomes the thing that propels us the greatest to become what we actually should. So don't get defeated. Be relentless. All right. What's up, Michelle? Andrew, how y'all doing? Good. Don't forget, or if you didn't hear, I'm giving away this pack of Spark, or you can have a bunch of different flavors. We got cherry, we got mango strawberry, we've got fruit punch, grape, we got all kinds of stuff. So make sure #movement, #BeGreatToday. If you share this video, we'll put you in that, and we'll get you hooked up with some Spark because we love it and we want you to love it too. But anyway, so the final thing. Make sure I got this right. The final thing that we're looking at is I choose faith over fear. All right. I have complete and total confidence that I have what it takes to accomplish the dreams in my heart. Most failures are a result of people falling to their fears or worries. I am fearless. I am fully committed to pursuing my dreams, developing my unique talents I have been blessed with, and becoming the person I was born to be. I believe that. I believe you were created. I believe that you were created to do something. So what's important for you is to be confident in that and be confident to know that you can continue to move towards who you were made to be every single day. You're not going to get there in one day, right? If we put this in the context of, say, losing weight, if you had one good eating day, you're not going to lose 20, 30, 50, 70, 100 pounds, right? But one good day, on top of one good day, on top of one good day, on top of another and another and another and another is going to get you to where you want to go. But it takes consistency, but you have to have faith that you can do it. So if you're looking at it from a diet perspective and you're like, hey, I ate well, and then you do that for a week, this happened to me. I'd be like, hey, I got to lose 50 pounds, right? And you go, I'm gonna eat very little this week, or I'm gonna cut my calories by 1,000 a day, like do something extreme. And then you get to the end of the week and you go, hey, I lost 2 pounds. Like, man, that's a lot of effort for 2 pounds. And that can be really, really frustrating. And what happens is we end up going, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth pursuing that other job. It's not worth pursuing a conversation for health. It's not worth pursuing something else. And then you start to beat yourself up because you lose your faith in something that is good or something that is healthy. So make sure, choose faith over fear. Choose to be confident and choose to be relentless, to be disciplined, to know that you were created, you were made special, and that you have the opportunity to do something that no one else has the opportunity to do. All right, so here, I'm going to move real quick because my computer is about to die. This is fun. I'm super excited about this. All right, hashtag movement, hashtag be great today. We're going to enter you in to get a pack of Spark. So if you guys want some of that, make sure you do that. Don't get in a pissing contest with a skunk. No one wins. That's right. And everybody stinks at the end. That's totally true, Dr. Brandt. I appreciate that. That's 100% true. So just wrapping up this topic, this conversation. So wherever you're going, wherever you're at today, make sure that you continue to focus on the things that you can control. If you do that, you focus on your attitude and your actions, being intentional with those things, then you can make a tremendous difference in your life and someone else's life, and making sure that you become the best version of yourself. So focus on your attitude and your actions. Be present with where you are today. Love what you do. Know what your purpose is. Be so specific on it. This is one of the things that I get lost in. I try to be all things to everybody, and we can't. I can't. You can't. But if we can be specific enough to know what our unique roles and our unique opportunities are, and then be filled with joy and passion around that and have enthusiasm, then we can make a tremendous difference. So wake up every day with joy and enthusiasm. Dream big and ignore the naysayers. Dream big. Don't get caught in stinking thinking. Don't get caught in, I'm going to do something that's, I need to be more realistic. So make sure that you get yourself into a place where you think bigger and start to move towards those goals. And don't let people bring you down. I am relentless. Be relentless. Don't give up on your dreams. Right? Continue to fight through no matter what. You know bad things are going to come. That's just a fact of life. Like, people are going to beat you up. There's going to be days where you have conversations that you don't like, you don't understand. Whatever. There may be stuff that comes your way that you can't foresee. And there's sometimes things that come our way that we can foresee, that we allow happen to ourselves. But make sure that you continue to be relentless in pursuing the things that are important to you. What's up, Mike Riley? I see you, Andrew. I see you. And so then the last thing is choose faith over fear. Choose faith over fear. Make sure that you continue to believe, have complete and total confidence that you have what it takes to accomplish your dreams. Here's the other thing is, if you have a belief and a total confidence that you can accomplish your goals, if you don't currently have the capability, the tools, the things that you need to achieve your goals, the thing that you can do is grow into them. Like we talked about with weight loss, it's not going to happen overnight. So if you want to become something, like, you can do it. But you're going to have to probably dream big. You're going to have to take some risk, and you're going to have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions. And if you're not currently capable or think you need more, I think, number one, you're probably wrong. You can probably do more today than you currently believe you can. But second is, if you are passionate, if you have purpose and you know exactly what you want to go after, then what you need to do is figure out a way to make it happen. What's up, Rebecca? Figure out a way to make it happen. We give up too easily, too often anymore. So being relentless is super important towards getting the things that you want. So that is a quick synopsis of this book. So Think Like a Warrior, The 5 Inner Beliefs That Make You Unstoppable by Darren Donnelly. This is like a parable book. It was super easy to read. I'm not actually quite done with it, but I'm pretty close. So it's a parable. It's sports related. So if you have kids, or if you are interested in sports in some way, that would be something that would set you on fire. I think this would be a book that would provide tremendous value. And making sure that you continue to read and to continue to grow. If you're not currently reading books, you should be reading. Readers are leaders. Leaders are readers. However you do that, both ways. Make sure you continue to read. That's a challenge. As you go into 2019, think about how you can continue to grow and continue to get better. There's a specific area of your life that you want to grow or get better in. Pick up a book, read it. There's a great book I think is going to come out. It's around March of 2019. There's a tremendous book that I think is coming out. So super excited. Actually, we are in the process next week of starting to look at the manuscript edits for my book, Be Great Today. Super excited about that, super nervous, but we're going to continue to push forward, because I'm going to do all the things that make me think like a warrior. So anyway, look forward to talking more about that as we move forward into next year. So if this video brought you value, I would love it and appreciate it if you would share it, comment below. Don't forget, we are going to give away a packet of Spark. So if you comment, hashtag Be Great Today, hashtag movement, if you share it with someone, we're going to put you in a drawing to win some of that. So we love Spark. We love Advocare. So that's it. So I hope y'all have an amazing Friday. Andrew, looking forward to the book. Thanks, man. I'm looking. It's been quite a process to write it and to go through that. It's been fun. So it's pulling some stuff out of me that I believe in, trying to figure out how that meshes, and it's also challenging in me because it's easy to write or to do these Facebook lives and do podcasts or whatever. It's easy to do those things. It's harder to be them every single day, to go out and to actually talk about how do you actually apply the 5 inner beliefs every single day. How do you have difficult conversations? How do you love your wife? For me, how do I love my kids? How do I be my unique roles? We talk about passion and purpose. I mean, the 2 most unique roles that I have in this life are being a husband to my wife and a father to my kids, and nobody else can fulfill that. So it doesn't matter if I am or become the greatest trainer in the history of the world, that if I abdicate those roles, then it doesn't mean anything anyway. So anyway, that's super tough, but it's challenging. So it's been fun. So I've been growing throughout that process. So Tuesday, we get to rip through the manuscript and see what I need to redo. So that's fun, but we have a process for that. So super pumped for that. So thank you to everyone for watching, for commenting, for all your support. Just super grateful for everything that you guys do. And so we love you all. And if you guys have any questions, comment below. If you have anything for next week, something that you want to know, something that you want to talk about, feel free to shoot me a message, send me a direct message or something. And Dr. Brent, we will see you next week, unless we see you at some kind of like school function before then, because that's a distinct possibility. And as he said last night, he actually knows the true meaning of Christmas through all of the plays that we have and stuff that we see. So that's good. Anyway, but thanks, y'all. We love you. And don't forget, as always, to be great today.